Hey guys, this is Callan LOF here with a new episode of MOCTalks, and thank you for keeping me going this whole week. I really appreciate it. I really thought I was going to be doing a new Amata because he got a lot of votes too, but I think in the end, at least in terms of the JoJo episode, Cossy got quite a few votes, so I decided to do him instead to keep up with the daily viewers, and I will get to Onua eventually. So vote for him or whoever you want me to review next, and I will get to them starting Monday next week. So that'll be fun. But as for now, let's talk about Kasi. So, as you all know, probably know, Kasi is a YouTuber slash mock pages user. He started out on mock pages, kind of like I did, and we sort of grew closer as friends the more we hung out on mock pages, and then that eventually ended up with us being on Skype, and that led to us doing mock advice with Callan and Ben, which was fun for a little while because I was able to. I did a lot of the editing, and he did the he voiceover. It was really terrible though because we were recording over Skype, so my mic would often sound relatively decent. His would fluctuate between okay and terrible because I was literally recording using my mic over Skype, so it sounded awful. We kind of changed that later when we sort of brought it back for Gallitor Report, but I ultimately really regret bringing it back in Gallitor Report just because Gallitor Report at that point became more of a comedy, joking thing, and inserting that totally tonally different thing of reviewing mocks in the middle is just so jarring, and it just you always want to skip it. I always want to skip it when I'm watching one of those again because, but I only did it for 2 episodes though because then said wanted to take over Gallitor Report again. That was the newer version that I started. He wanted to take it back and start doing it himself again, but that never ended up happening. And that's kind of where Ben and I dropped off in making videos together. But before that, I also did a bunch of skits with him with the bigger version because I used to do a lot of bio shorts with both of the bigger versions. The bigger version of Kasi is destroyed, but I still have this little one around, so I thought I'd talk about it and our history and stuff. And but yeah, so where was I? Bio shorts. He was in bio shorts a lot. Did some silly stuff with that, and then then we kind of moved on to we did mock advice on and off with that. That eventually kind of went away, and then we started doing live streams with Shadow Gear and Gringat, and occasionally said too. Eventually, those kind of fell through too, though, because I was getting a little tired of it, and I don't know, and I feel like as Ben and Shadow Gear were growing closer together, I was kind of drifting apart a bit, partly because they didn't really want to talk to me as much. I think that's when Jewings more started coming back and getting involved in videos again, and they didn't feel like we'd meshed too well, personality wise, which if you've seen some things, is kind of true. But but either way, that's the main reason we kind of drifted apart, and I think now I've occasionally seen Shadow Gear's channel. I don't think he's worked with Ben in a while. I think Ben's kind of doing his own thing. He was a bit of a stage actor. He used to tell me about a lot, so he's probably doing that stuff in his personal life now. But it's been a while since I talked to him. I've occasionally reached out to him to see if he wanted to do something like mock advice again, because he and I were both always kind of heavily rooted in talking about mocks and designs and stuff. But I think he's kind of said goodbye to this the online world a little bit. So, but who knows? He might pop back up. But you know what? Let's talk about the mock actually. Why not? Because it is a mock talk, not just history talk. It is. I am pretty happy with this guy. I'm especially happy that with this kind of technique of um, using a brick with the two holes in it to have like a double a jointed leg. But because that would look, I feel like that would work better as double jointed and have for more posability on a bigger mock. So I ended up attaching this piece to kind of block it so it only moves on the lower joint. And I think that works out for the better with this figure. I also really like this guy just because he has so many points of articulation in terms of He has no elbows, but it feels like he does, because and that's always been that's something great about the Bohrok arms. They've never had elbow articulation, but you can just get in such good poses where it feels like there's elbow articulation and you don't even need it. And that's the genius of this piece. So thank you, Lego, for this piece. And the torso is pretty standard. I kind of just did some weird things and used a standard Metru thigh to attach the arms, but you can see what I did to make the shoulders more posable, and so that was nice. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. This figure's pretty basic, and I don't have the big one. Sorry about that. I could talk about this color scheme a bit. The original used to have silver on it, but I kind of switched the silver with the trans blue because that's kind of what he did with his Cossy moving forward. I'm pretty sure that is when he updated it after a while. The main difference is that you can see is I did that with Callan as well when miniaturizing him. I took a lot of the dark red off, and now it serves as just a small accent on the chest. But yeah, I feel like they look pretty cool together. It would be cool if we could still do things together, but I think he's kind of moved on from that. And good luck to him. Hope he's doing well, and I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. So thanks for watching. I will see you guys another time. Oh, please keep requesting. Blech!